And welcome back to the channel. I am Lady Nika and with Fuck Shit Friday. You're going to get it on the early edition this week, child, because the weekend is mine, okay? And you know I do Iana Fix My Life, but that comes out on Monday along with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, okay? Before we begin, remember, this video, as with all videos until I stop saying, is being unofficially sponsored by the Adult of God Ministries by way of Rambling K, formerly known as Rambling Reviews. If you would like to purchase any Adult of God gear or any of the merchandise that she has, I will link her channel description down in, channel link down in my description box, and you can go over there and you can ask her about all that. And while you're over there, don't just go over there asking about her shit. If you ain't subscribed, watch one or two of her videos and go and hit that button. I ain't gotta tell you, you're gonna love it. You already hear me talking about it, so obviously it's something good about it, because I ain't gonna lead you wrong. I ain't gonna tell you no lie about it. Go over there and hit the description. Hit the link down below in my description bar. Go over there, check her out. If you like what you see, which I'm sure you will, go ahead and subscribe to her channel. Hit the notification bell so that whenever she come over there talking, be it on recorded video or she goes live, you will be notified that she over there, and you can come over there and join in the fun, honey. Go on over there and get your damn laugh on with my niece for a little minute. Go on do it, girl. Also, the campaign continues for Bianca Brookes to be Luster's new face of pink. Below, I will drop down that link for her to go to and vote for her. The only thing required is a valid email address. Ain't nobody gonna call you. Ain't nobody gonna hit your email box harassing you about nothing. All we ask is once a day. Make sure that it's within a 24-hour period from the time you voted the day before that you can go and vote for her all the way up until I think May the 19th. So, you know, each one teach one. We are our brother's keeper. Support the ladies. I'm always trying to support anything that's black owned and operated. And I would love to see Bianca become the lustrous new face of pink. And I would love to see Rambling K sell a lot of merchandise. The sweet little honey of mine. And I'm trying to do my part to help her. Now that we're done with all of that, let's move on into Fuck Shit Friday, where we talk shit and swallow spit, bitch. We do this once every single week, where I come in and I talk about my opinions. That's all this is. I bring you the story. I didn't make the shit. I only report the shit. I come in, I bring the story, be it come from the world of entertainment, sports, if I'm interested, and politics. And some local shit, child. We do that. That's what we do. Anyway, with that being said, we have to start off on somewhat of a somber note. This week, former First Lady and mother of another president, Barbara Bush, succumbed to, the illnesses that she has had over the last couple of years at age 92. Like I said, she had a lot of issues, in her later life, medical wise, and she passed away this week at the age of 92. Condolences to all who loved and admired former First Lady Barbara Bush. Now, for local news, I'm sure many of y'all are watching social media, because hell I am, and many of y'all have seen the story that went viral on Facebook, of a young lady right here in my city of Shreveport, Louisiana, who was killed on Facebook Live. I indirectly know this girl through my children. I don't know her like that. I know her mama a little bit better. Um, Funeral services are going to be held this weekend for her. It was very sad. It was a case of domestic violence, um, when love goes all the way wrong. Okay? The young man, Jonathan Robinson, has been charged with numerous accounts of several things. He got to have $2.5 million to get out. All I want to say about that story, because I am somewhat related into this story, and I'm not going to talk too deep about it, is, first of all, I just don't understand getting on Facebook. Do you know how many incidents have occurred on Facebook Live? We had the man in Cleveland on Facebook Live shooting a random person because he and his damn feelings. We saw another. I've seen a story on there where a girl sitting in a car with two men and end up shooting one in the head. The situation with Nunu, where y'all on the papers, y'all know her name is Renita Williams, but to people that know her, Nunu, um, getting killed on camera by this man that she been messing with for the last 5 years off and on, who decided that he got mad because she truly wanted to move on, and he decided to because she outed his ass for still trying to fuck with her, drive from Houston, Texas all the way to Shreveport and kill this girl on live. What the fuck is with this getting on live doing the most? Do you think you're gonna get away with it? Because you're not. You just convicted yourself. And I feel some kind of way about that entire situation, because for those of y'all who may have been following this story, you have noted, you found out that they released his criminal background, and this man this ain't the first time he's ever tried to do something to somebody. This ain't the first time that he has assaulted a woman and tried to kill her. It ain't the first time that, because in this situation that I'm talking about, he actually did shoot a police officer as well as shoot and kill this girl whom he used to be in a relationship with. It ain't the first time. Now I don't know where the flaw comes in the justice system to where something like this can happen and a person can be allowed to re-enter society time and time again when it's clear that they need some type of help or they are just beyond repair and they need to be locked away. This is a sad situation, and all I want to say out of that is love don't hurt this way, y'all. To my younger women, because I looked at my demographic. My demographic feeds to the age of this young lady because she's around my daughter's age. My demographic is mostly female. I think I'm at like 82% females, 18% males, but at the same time, I have my demographic is between 25 and 45. And my thing is this right here. If a man is abusing you, be it physically or verbally, that ain't the situation that you need to be in, because it don't get no better. It only gets worse. And just, you never know what can happen. If a person is bold enough to put their hands on you time and time again, they don't value their life, your life, and it don't matter about their damn life clearly. Don't stay in situations that you can't win in. Love does not hurt. It does not get better. That bust you in your shit and then tell you, baby, I'm sorry, I ain't gonna do it no more. Mm-mm. And if you're a young woman out here who stays with a man who continuously beat your ass, then you need to get some help too, because it's a malfunction in your brain, and the serotonin ain't working too well up there, because it's a malfunction in you that makes you willing to stay with a man like that. So if you are hearing the sound of my voice or watching me right now and you in that situation, it's a way out of that situation. Reach out to somebody, get out of that situation, because we have now 3 children left to grow up without their mother, all because she chose she should have been gone. Okay? By the time you finally decide you done had enough, he's so disconnected because it's a power and a control issue that you don't know what he may be prompted to do. And this man drove from Houston, Texas to Shreveport, kicked this girl door in, basically tried to hold her and her brother hostage, but he took off running and he shot and killed this girl on Facebook Live, and then looked in the camera and said, bitch, game over. And they gonna put her in the ground this weekend. You never know what a person is going to do. So if you're dealing with somebody that's bold enough to beat your ass, you be bold enough to not let this shit happen again. Please. Because this is very heartbreaking, y'all. It's heartbreaking as hell. Because they had a vigil for her last weekend, well, this past weekend, and It was so many people came out to the city, for that. But just look at her mom and her children. These ain't her kids ain't just babies. These are kids that are old enough to understand something. It ain't worth your life. Love don't kill you. It's supposed to heal you. That's all I had to say about that. Now moving on. Uh, Pittsburgh police have been ordered to bring out riot gear to work Thursday. Today is Thursday, in anticipation of protests that could arise should Trump decide to fire Special Counsel Robert Mueller. The police commander, Victor Joseph, reportedly received an email Wednesday instructing major crime detectives to bring full uniforms and riot gear to work until further notice. Now, we all know Mueller is investigating the Russian possible involvement in the 2016 presidential election and the probable collusion with the Trump campaign, who was a candidate at that time for the presidency. We all know Trump claims false news and that the Democrats are creating this because Hillary Clinton lost her bid for that same presidency. He's saying that he hasn't paid anything. He hasn't said anything about firing Mueller or Rod Rosenstein, who is also overseeing the investigation, when his boss, Attorney General Jeff Sessions, had to recuse himself from the investigation. Speculation has arose because um, the FBI last week. Now I'm finna fuse into another story, and then I'm gonna bring it all together. So bear with me. The FBI raided the house, office, and hotel of Trump personal attorney Michael Cohen last week, and we thinking, okay, he's already going to go before a judge because immediately he wanted to make sure that no one were, his attorney client privileges were not going to, he was trying to invoke that so we wouldn't find out who all he was representing, because he is currently under criminal investigation, and he don't have an extensive list of people that he represent, but he don't want that information to get out. He's trying to invoke attorney-client privilege thing so that he don't have to let people know exactly or anything dealing with his clients. Okay, and the reason why he don't want none of that shit out is because he got clients like Donald Trump, who is. We know he had this affair with Stormy Daniels, and he paid her off. That was his lawyer. We know that that dude Elliot, man, what that man name is, Brody, I think he a GOP donor. He also helped him pay off this former Playboy model that allegedly he got pregnant to the tune of $1.6 million, child. So he's being under investigation for his shady dealings with his clients. Okay, that's that's how Trump is tied into that. Let's talk Michael Cohen for just a minute. Okay, like I said, he Trump personal attorney. Um, we thought that on Monday's little he had to go to court Monday. We thought that hearing was going to bring out some information on Stormy Daniels, or that girl was going to be there, okay? Because like I said, this is an ongoing investigation that he's under for shady practices, basically. And we thought we was going to get some tea there, but child, they didn't do that. But that judge said, well, it was for it wasn't for that. It was for him to try to stop them from being able to dig into his clients and what he was doing with his clients, trying to invoke attorney-client privilege simply because his ass don't want them to find out what all kind of dirty shit that he does. And the way that ties into Trump is involved in dirty sideline deals, allegedly, girl, allegedly. And this being his personal lawyer, how much of that do you think he knows about? Okay. Child, that judge said, what we not going to do is we not going to let you invoke your attorney-client privilege And we already know Trump is one of your clients. We know Elliot Brody is one of your clients. But girl, what we did not know was Sean Hannity is also one of his damn clients. Mm-hmm. Yes, the same Sean Hannity that works for Fox News. And we all know that Fox News is an organization that supports Trump fully. In fact, Hannity had just did a story about the FBI raiding Michael Cohen's damn hotel, his office, and his home. And in that in that commentary he gave on Fox News, of course he made it seem like Mueller was doing that shit. You know, it's all because what he was saying was it's all because of Donald Trump, and everybody want to come for Trump. And who he think want to really come for Trump is Mueller. He said Mueller is running a witch hunt to try to bring down Donald Trump and his associates at any way that he can. And that's kind of bullshit because the Russian investigation and this investigation that Michael Cohen is under are two different investigations. They ain't intertwining. The only common denominator in all of this is Donald Trump. So why he over here on this show the other night going off and really saying that people who don't support Trump just trying basically Mueller just doing this witch hunt and they coming for anybody that has any affiliation basically standing up for Michael Cohen. He omitted that you are a client too, and that judge what her name was Kimber Moody Kimber say ain't nothing. Well, first of all, we're going to put it out there that Sean Hannity is one of your clients. And that's going to give us... That says a lot, y'all. That says a lot about why this news organization supports this man so much. It's like a dirty cesspool of nothing but corruption. I do believe collusion and everything. It's just a big pile of mess, and everybody that has some dealing with Donald Trump on a real personal level, we are finding out that they are into shady practices themselves. And I'm inclined to believe that birds of a feather flock together. Now, Sean Hannity has come out since then and said that he has never received an invoice or paid Michael Cohen a dollar or a dime. He's saying that the only thing I ever did was when I had legal questions, I would confer with him because I highly respect him. And I would go to him when I was doing stories to gain perspective about such stories. Now, my question to you all is, do you believe that? If I sit here and I constantly go to this particular lawyer and I'm asking questions and what's not, what he doing is Sean Hannity don't want his ass to be thought of because it look like what he does is he real good at helping them get out of scandals. Sean Hannity don't want no scandal on his ass. That's why he is denouncing that's his lawyer. That ain't my lawyer. I just respect them and I've asked them a couple of questions here and there. But if you have constantly used this man intellectual property, you can best believe you got paid for it. You paid him for it. And you are his lawyer. You just don't want the world to look at you like that because he tends to represent men who have dealt with scandals, such as the Elliot Brody dude who had to pay old girl $1.6 million to hide the fact that he hadn't got her pregnant. Donald Trump, who had to hide and pay off the fact that he booked Stormy. See, he don't want no mess on his front yard. But you hang around nothing but snakes. So I'm inclined to believe that you're a little on the snake side yourself. That's how I feel what I said. Now, again, Mueller's investigation and this investigation, criminal investigation that is going on into Michael Cohen's life is separate, two separate investigations. The common denominator is Donald Trump. Do with that what you will. Do with that what you will, okay? Get down in the pen and let me know your thoughts and opinions. I just thought that that was really funny, and I've been watching that shit all week. I was like, wow, I feel like saying a little something. I don't jump on politics too often, but that was just something I was feeling in my spirit that I wanted to talk about. I'm not the most well-versed person when it comes to that. I am a work in progress, but you'll never get it if you don't put some effort into it and try with it. And that's what I do from time to time. There it is. Now, the next story was a viewer's request from my Instagram, and I entitled it "Exercising While Black." LA Fitness has fired two managers and an employee at a New Jersey gym when two black patrons were kicked out in an incident caught on camera and uploaded to Facebook to where it went viral. I don't know how to say his name. I'm assuming this is Shirad Oates. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He posted four videos saying that the manager called police while he and another man were working out. Oates was using a 4-day guest pass, and his friend was actually a member of the gym. Apparently, these men came into this LA Fitness in New Jersey, and is this story out of New Jersey? Yeah, they went into the Planet Fitness, LA Planet Fitness. I'm sorry, I didn't throw Planet Fitness under the bus. Strike that from the record. LA Fitness. Apparently, they were in there. They checked in properly upon arriving and started exercising when an employee approached them asking for their membership credentials. Oates found that to be racially he felt that he was being racially profiled, and he was embarrassed by the harassment when they had already presented their credentials upon entering this place. He said that the manager had told them that he was terminating his membership to the gym, and he had been there a member for 8 years. He has had multiple problems also with workers there in his 8 years of tenure with these folks. Then they threw them out and refused to give the name of the manager or a reason why. What makes this appear to be racially motivated is that he scanned his membership card upon entering. Minutes, not no 20, 30 minutes later, just pure minutes, according to the article. An employee approaches them and starts harassing them. And they felt like they was being harassed because there's other members inside this gym, and nobody else is being bothered but them. And it's a history of them being harassed when they go to work out there. Apparently, at some point, the police was called, and there's a video of the manager telling them that they ain't allowed to film there, and he was trying to get them in trouble with the police, and the police basically said that you may not like cell phones, but them filming does not constitute any criminal activity. LA Fitness released a statement saying that the employee who asked the patrons for their cards didn't know that they had just scanned their cards prior to a few minutes prior, because that woman was not on duty at that time. So she was totally unaware. However, because of the backlash, she has been fired, and LA Fitness is saying that the two black men memberships are still good and offered apologies. The company is also going to close one day next month in May to conduct racial bias training, and this all occurred the day after my next story. But before we get to my next story, let's talk about how I feel about that. First and foremost, I know that we have the right as citizens to patronize any business that is open to the public unless we do something in that business to warrant us being asked to leave and possibly never return. However, we live in a world, a society, a country where white is supposedly the only right. Your money, your dollars count in this society. Why would you continuously patronize a place where, by your own admission, you have gone through several interactions with the employees and they not be really good interactions? I say that because LA Fitness charges him a membership fee. Why are you constantly supporting a business that don't support you being black? You ain't got to raise no damn pump no fish of righteousness. You ain't got to pull out the bloodstained banner of Jesus. You won't have to do any of that. But you going to respect me as an individual. And if you had several incidences where you have been mistreated in this business, why do you continue to return? You don't think that your black dollar can spend just as good at Planet Fitness as it does at LA Fitness? I say Planet Fitness because I have a membership there. And when I do take my fluff ass over there, I don't never get treated messed up. Now I know I'm not in that city, but I mean I'm just saying in general. Why would you keep supporting a company that treats you like that? You don't have to be subjected to being mistreated by the employees of a company, and you constantly coming in there spending your money because you pay a membership to come through. My money good enough to spend, but I'm not respected enough for you to let me do what we do here when I come here, which is exercise in peace. That's a flaw on both of their damn sides. It's a flaw for the company to have employees like that within their business, and it's a flaw within this man to continuously give them people his money. That's how I feel about that. Now let's talk Starbucks because this shit done pissed me off. Philadelphia police have released a 911 call that led officers to a Starbucks there and ultimately arresting two black men. As you all know, this incident last week sparked protests all over the country, all over the United States, and calls for boycotts throughout social media. In that call, an employee who is telling the dispatcher that two gentlemen are in the cafe and refusing to make a purchase and leave, and she gave the address and ended the call. The dispatcher communicated to the officers who arrived that there was a disturbance at the Starbucks and referred to it being a group of males causing a disturbance. So, of course, that caused the police to dispatch additional officers out to the scene. But they say that the employee never said that. Never said that it was a disturbance. That's just what the dispatcher said. First and foremost, I have been for the last 3 years a very, very big supporter of Starbucks. Sometimes I go into Starbucks and I do my voiceovers. When I do the speakers, sometimes I'm in the Starbucks doing that. I go in there and I see people in there sometimes not buying a damn thing. They got their laptops up sometimes because the one that I go to is right by the university I go to. And it be a lot of them, young college kids in there, and they be on their laptops in there. And they ain't necessarily about nothing. And ain't nobody said a damn thing because they got an area up in there for them to do it. And in other Starbucks I go to around the city, I see people sitting in there and they ain't got no damn coffee, Danish or nothing else in their damn hand. They just in there on their phones. Sometimes they just be sitting in there. I don't know what they doing, but they not causing a disturbance. On the video that was released, we saw police approach two black males as they were merely just sitting there minding their business. Next thing we know, we see them being handcuffed, and you can clearly hear other patrons in the damn Starbucks saying that was ridiculous and what they being arrested for, and they weren't doing anything wrong. CEO Kevin Johnson called the arrest reprehensible, and he met along with both men along with their attorneys, and he apologized to them, and I'm sure they are being monetarily compensated for all of that because it was truly unwarranted. He also said that the employee no longer works at that location and gave no details. Because of the backlash he has taken on a life of its own, the CEO announced recently that Starbucks will close May 29th for diversity training and so that nothing like this ever happens again. Why does that employee still work for Starbucks? Because clearly they still work there. If that employee didn't work there no more, they would have said that employee didn't work no more. He basically just said he don't work at that location or there no more. And although I feel some kind of way because even though you doing the diversity training on the 29th of May or whatnot, that still don't mean that today I feel satisfied as a customer coming to your establishment, because now I feel like you don't value me. At any moment, one of your employees could jump in their feelings and call the police on me, and I could get arrested. My money spend just like a white man money spend. It's all green, baby. And although the diversity training is a step in the right direction, it does not negate the fact that this happened and it was wrong. So I know some people may be okay with that, but me personally, I'm not okay with that. So I have, child, I've been in that kitchen trying to fuck with that Folgers, and I'm telling you, it's been hard. It's been hard. But I would rather fight through and learn to readjust to not having my little coffees and things and danishes and other pastries that they sell up in there. I would rather not have that in my life and learn how to get adjusted to drinking my Folgers out of my own damn coffee pot, opposed to going somewhere where I'm not respected. Black people need to stop that shit. We got a real bad habit of letting people just disrespect us, and we continuously spend our good damn dollar. Now, some of us don't jump to black-owned businesses until we do get a situation like this. It shouldn't take that. We need to start investing in our own any damn way, and this ain't me being racist at all. This me being real. I refuse to continue to give my money to people who don't even consider me a person. And they don't respect you if they treat you like this. Those men were sitting in that damn Starbucks minding their business waiting on their friend. They should have never had the police called on them. Because then when you got to make a purchase to sit in Starbucks, when they got free Wi-Fi. Girl, get the fuck out of here. I don't fuck with Starbucks no more. And yes, it's causing me to have all kinds of withdrawals. Yesterday I nutted up at work and ended up, I was so throwed off and just not in the mood, because the coffee that I'm drinking now, which is my Folgers, don't taste the same. And I got addicted to it, y'all. It was an addiction for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard when you use the one thing to change off and just, it ain't like I was weaned off of the Starbucks. Child, this was all of a sudden. And it threw me off. And yesterday I got so fucking frustrated because I couldn't get the shit right. Seemed like it's something in that damn coffee that give me that extra that I need to move. Child, I got so frustrated. I took my damn wig off and set it on the counter at work. They was hollering, baby. They was hollering. Talking about, girl, no, you did not. They know I come up out this. Let me tell you something about me, baby. I would take this wig off anywhere. Because I ain't fooling nobody. Y'all know it's a damn wig. Now I put it on because I'm cute. But, I can't deal with a company that don't respect me and mine. There was no reason that the police should have ever been called on them. And since the CEO, although I do believe that he in his feeling, because he realized how big of an impact this really could have on his company, I don't think that he fully grasped how disrespectful this was, because the employee still works there. But the diversity training is a step in the right direction, just not enough to make me spend my motherfucking $8 no more, okay? That's it. That's all on Starbucks. Now, here we go again with some more bullshit. On April 4th in Bibb County, Georgia, 71-year-old Judy Tucker was arrested arrested following an altercation at a local restaurant, and it was what? When shit like this always happen, what's going on, people? You being recorded. That's it. And the video went viral. In the video, Tucker, who is a white woman, gets into a physical altercation with two women who are black and service women, one of which is a pregnant woman as well. Tucker was arrested and charged with battery. In the video, you see them at Cheddar Scratch Restaurant. Cheddar Scratch Kitchen Restaurant in Macon, Georgia. And Tucker goes to try to wrench the cell phone out the hand of who we now have identified as Treasure Sharp, who was recording the incident, and that started out in the parking lot. Child, her and Stephanie Mitchell came in the restaurant. They were out there in the parking lot. They parked, and Tucker's son approached them, basically saying that they need to learn how to drive and called them some dumb bitches. To which I think they say that the girl Mitchell said, "Shut the fuck up," which she had a right to say. You coming over there attacking these ladies, okay? Mm, mm, mm. The mama came in there behind them, her and her son and her daughter, talking about they was in their way while they was trying to park. We see on the video Tucker, she lunged forward towards Sharp, shouting, talking about, "You don't have the rights to take a picture of me. You can't film me." Then Tucker's son tried to take the phone also from Sharp, which caused further chaos inside of the restaurant. A struggle ensued, including several individuals, and Sharp can be heard telling Tucker, "I'm pregnant. Look at me." So you gonna push a pregnant lady? In a second video, Tucker's daughter approaches the person recording, saying that, "You are aware that you hurt my mama. She's bleeding." Child. The third video, because it was several, shows Tucker outside the restaurant in handcuffs, standing next to an officer, her son, and her daughter. She is led off to jail after telling the police that she didn't do anything. The police told her, "Yes, you did," because, see, the police officer that arrived probably looked at those videos from people who had been recording this situation, and he was able to objectively deduce the fact that Judy Tucker was the one who was the aggressor. So she was booked into Bibb County Jail on a simple battery and released a few hours later on $650 bond. The incident started outside, like I said, in the parking lot, okay? They followed these folks up in there. So now she done get, when they followed them in there, not only were they talking crap to them about how they park, they was in there calling them black lesbian bitches. Now, under Georgia's law, simple battery is a misdemeanor. But when it's perpetrated against a woman who is pregnant at the time of the incident, it is categorized as high and aggravated, which means if convicted, Tucker could face up to 12 months in prison and up to a $5,000 fine. Cheddar Scratch Kitchen released a statement saying that they are appalled at the individuals who confronted the two service members, and that their behavior goes against that behavior that they had went against their values, and those individuals are no longer welcome at their restaurant. I said, "Well, y'all got y'all ass kicked out." Now this is how I feel about that bitch. Bitch, you is 15 steps away from meeting Jesus. I don't know where this hostility comes from that lives inside of your heart, but black people gonna be here, boo. And not only did I feel some kind of way because these girls are black, they female and they service members. Say what the hell you want to. Women and men like them put their lives on the line day after day after day to defend the freedoms to which we enjoy each and every day. When our freedom is threatened, it's women like Stephanie Sharp, I'm sorry, Stephanie Mitchell and Treasure Sharp and y'all real that put their lives on the line to make sure that we stay safe, and the things that we enjoy, our liberties are protected. Now I ain't here for a lot of stuff going on with the United States and the government and everything right now. But at the end of the day, I appreciate the fact that I'm in this country, because I could be somewhere else where we don't have the laws that we got today that can at least if I'm being done wrong, I got a voice, and it's a law that is in place to help me get the justice I feel that I deserve. So I don't understand this woman. You are this hateful. They got 3 businesses over on Facebook, and I will be the first to tell y'all that I went over there and went off on that shit. I was already withdrawing from fucking Starbucks the other morning when I took my wig off. It was the day I did damn Facebook comments on the business section, because you can't be too good of a businessman with a heart like what y'all got. Now the man, her husband wasn't there, but her two children was, her boy and her girl. And he was a part of trying to basically assault this pregnant service woman. How can that's some piece of shit ass stuff right there. Them some piece of that trash the whole family. Trash the entire family. Cause we living. How can you be like that? And she got exactly what she deserved, and they over there on that damn on their business page dragging the shit out of them. But let me just tell you, baby, go to Yelp, because if you're gonna write a report about them, see on Facebook, she can get your a comment removed. But if you got something you want to say, take it over to Yelp. I bet you she can't. It's more user friendly, consumer friendly. It ain't gonna just they ain't gonna just delete no damn comment because she and her fucking feelings. You can go to her Facebook page. I mean, they Facebook page, they like pages or whatnot, and say what it is that you feel like you want to say. But if you really want your shit to stick, say it on Yelp, baby, because it ain't gonna get erased. That's all I have to say about that. Fuck her. Sitting up looking like the crib keeper. 15 goddamn steps away from Jesus. What Jesus gonna say to you? That was awful and so damn disrespectful. People who putting their life on the line so that me and you can enjoy our liberties that we have in this country, and you mistreat these people. Child, even white folks couldn't stand that hoe. And that's all I have to say about her. Now, on to celebrity news. Beyonce did a damn thing at that Coachella. Did she not? Did she not? And she supposed to be coming back again this weekend. Will they be live streaming that on YouTube? If you know, let me know, okay? Because I will check for that. I'm going to tell y'all something. Beyonce reminds me of today. Beyonce is today's version of what we had in Michael Jackson. That woman, she commands the stage, and she makes it worth it. Now I still ain't ready to give her no couple $100 to see in no damn concert. I ain't ready to do that. But I can give credit where credit is due. I told y'all I ain't ready to be no damn a member of the Beehive. But Beyonce is one boss bitch, and you better do it, B. You better do it. I was here for it. The bitch walked out there like a boss when her Nefertiti looked Wakanda. That's what I was feeling when I saw that bitch walk, baby. Then I look, coupled with the reuniting of Destiny Child. Michelle, please learn your A count. I can't stand that. It's always one in the crew that can't dance. When I was growing up and used to be in my little girl cliques and stuff, we all used to be able to, baby, pop pussy in the club for real niggas with no cameras rolling. This bitch here, girl, she still can't get it together, but you're beautiful. You look good. You look good. And the HBCU bands, I was here for it, bitch. I live. I jumped up out that bed and went to Millie rocking with that bitch. Girl, I was here for it. Yes, I was. Moving on. Kendrick Lamar received a Pulitzer Prize for his album. Wasn't it called Damn? Either way it go, it was a big thing, because I think he the only rapper to ever receive that. They usually do it with jazz, and some other artists and stuff have gotten it, but never a rapper. I think he's the first one. So congratulations to Kendrick Lamar. I love me some K. Dot. Cardi B album Invasion of Privacy was released on April the 6th. The bitch is steady climbing the charts if it ain't sitting at number one right now. Kudos to Cardi B. I don't want nothing but the best for that girl. I don't give a damn about the beef or the impending beef or the alleged beef. However it may go, I don't care nothing about no beef between her and no Nicki Minaj, because the way I feel about it, we all can eat. Okay, we all can eat. It's big. This world, and it's enough money being printed down at the mint for us all. So I'm not dealing with that. Nicki Minaj dropped 2 songs right after Cardi B the following week. I like Chun Li a lot. Ooh, I be bumping that shit, bitch, and that mother bumping that shit. And I ain't too crazy about Barbie teens, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. If I'm sitting up in the club on a Friday night and I'm feeling like it, and that shit come on, bitch, I'm gonna pop puss in the club for a real nigga right then. So kudos and congratulations to both ladies. I like your shit. Y'all all right with me. Silver, what is wrong with you? Are you a studio audience, a studio artist? Because SZA did a performance at Coachella too, and it dropped. And that ain't the first time I seen SZA not really be able to sing too well on the stage. Now she attributing that to her being under so much stress as of lately, and the fact that she claimed like some people bailed out on her. But my thing is this: I done seen other performances, and she always missing. So again, are you a studio performer? Are you a studio performer, girl? I know somebody gonna get mad about that. Put it in the panty. Let's argue. I'm with the shits today. Let's argue. Khloe Kardashian gave birth to a beautiful little girl by the name of Truth. That in itself is a fucking kiki. I ain't got nothing else to say about that. She chose to stay with this man. They gonna be alright. Whatever. Real Housewives of Potomac news real quick. Ashley, don't let your mama mess up your situation. Your mama got a man on her back that she supposed to got rid of that's still there. He using her and she using you. Your husband not against helping your mama, but he ain't trying to take care of your mama when she being used on purpose. And it is what it is. And please, bitch, learn how to be a friend, because you and Monique was sitting outside at Monique poolside talking shit about Candace and shading her on her alleged win of this pageant she won years ago, and y'all act like y'all couldn't remember what the name of it was, as if maybe it wasn't even nothing that, no more than a local type of situation. But then when the girl get there, you all laughing and talking in her face. Hey girl, phony bitch, I don't like that. Karen, you continuously trying to distance yourself from this situation with your husband. When you was around here, you was around here, the grand dame of Potomac, and you say you was married to the black Bill Gates. That wasn't all your money you was bragging about, because I don't know what you do, but his money longer than yours. And even though y'all finances are separate and he is dealing with an issue, I feel like that as his wife, you dead ass wrong to separate yourself, because you don't want to be embarrassed. Bitch, you don't ride, you don't abandon ship. Now you ain't ran off from him, but you distancing it. You want to make sure people understand Karen Huger don't owe no money. Well, I always thought if you're married, even though on paper it may be separate, aren't y'all still one and the same in the eyes of God and in your marriage? So when he down, you down. So stop trying to separate yourself from this situation. It is what it is. Some shit went on. He owes some money. But stop separating yourself, and then if you stop focusing on it so much and giving these girls so much power, if you just tell it like it is and leave it there, them bitches, see, you take the sting out of shit and then power out of shit when you ignite. Don't never let a bitch try to spray you with your own motherfucking tea. I done sprayed my damn self a few times on this channel. Cause what you won't do is, you won't try to come up in here and make me look less than. You will not sit on camera and try to talk about me and think I ain't gonna say a motherfucking thing. Cause bitch, you got me fucked all the way up. I may have my issues, but I'm a good person, and fuck you. That's how I feel about it. Girl, you need to learn how to be a friend. Giselle, although that press conference Karen had with y'all was stupid as hell, you ain't no damn friend.